What is up, YouTube? This is the Playbook Podcast. I'm your host, Nick. Got my boy Trey Lopez here. You might be wondering, did I get a new house? Do I have a green screen? None of those are the case. I'm currently homesteading for my parents while they're out of town, so I've had the luxury to stay at their home. So that big fat degree right there is not mine. That is my dad's. But yeah, we're still here. We're really excited. Got a nice little episode here for you. We're kind of in an interesting spot in sports. There's no football. The draft's over. There's no college basketball, no college football. Really, the only things going on major right now is the NBA playoffs, along with golf, some of the majors. We just wrapped up the PGA championship for golf. So really, there's not much to talk about, but there's a lot to talk about at the same time because we got tons of stuff to talk about for the NBA. We got the Western and the Eastern Conference Finals locked up, ready to go. Those start tonight at 7:30 p.m. Thunder versus the Spurs in Oklahoma City. So we're pumped for that. We're kind of going to talk a little bit about the series before. The Knicks and the Thunder have both been off for pretty much a week.
Yeah.
The Knicks actually last played last Sunday, and the last game the Thunder played was Monday. So it's been quite a long time since both of those teams have seen the court. But the Cavs Pistons just wrapped up yesterday, Game 7. I guess we can kind of go over that a little bit briefly here. The Pistons I don't even know what happened. They forgot to show up. They left their game in the locker room. They were not ready, obviously. I like Bickerstaff a lot, the Spurs head coach, the Pistons head coach. His guys weren't ready yesterday. Cade Cunningham had a brutal performance, and the Pistons end up losing 125-94 to the Cleveland Cavaliers, effectively and literally ending their season. Cavs move on, though, to face the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. But I kind of just want to go down here. We're going to start with this. We'll move over to the Spurs right after. What were your thoughts on this game? Do you think it was more of a Spurs thing? I'm sorry. I keep talking about the Spurs. I'm excited about tonight's game, guys. Do you think it was more of a Detroit being young, the offense really being nothing unless Cade was dropping 30+, or Jalen Duren ghosting? He just was a no-show this postseason. For you, is it more of a that thing, or are the Cleveland Cavaliers just a good basketball team?
All right. First things first. Nick looks like a politician out there. He looks like the guys on Sean Hannity's show and Jesse Waters' show. If you watch Fox News or stuff like that, it looks like an NFL analyst, bro. It's kind of crazy, like with the background flexing everything. But anyways. So subscribe to the Playboy, subscribe to the Apple Podcast, and giveaway tonight. If you're joining live, a giveaway will be tonight. It's $30. That's $30, guys. Come on,
let's go.
But anyways, with this series, I think it's more of a Detroit problem because Detroit Pistons, were favored to coming into the Eastern Conference with Bickerstaff and Cade Cunningham. Right. And then last night this whole playoff series, and even the playoffs against the Magic, they were shaky. They weren't playing the hard, tough basketball. Mm-hmm. They were soft. And then Donovan Mitchell went crazy yesterday. James Harden showed up. Donovan Mitchell looked like D Wade taking over a game. Mm-hmm. Bickerstaff and his team did a terrible job coming into the playoffs as a whole. So this is more of Detroit's problem than it is a Cavaliers issue. I think the Cavs played great too. The Cavs played amazing with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Remember how Jared Allen looked really good yesterday. Donovan Mitchell looked like D Wade. Donovan Mitchell looked like 06 D Wade. In that run, he won a championship. D Wade did. And but you know what? It's more of a Detroit problem. If you would have asked me who I had winning series. I actually had Detroit winning this game in that series in 5 games. That was my
Mhm.
prediction, but instead it was the opposite. And props to the Cavaliers. Props to this is their first finals appearance in 1992 without LeBron James in it. That shows a lot how LeBron meant to the
That's
organization.
crazy.
And so, but yeah, it's more of a Pistons problem than it is a Cavs win.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, so I mean, I agree with a lot with what you said there. The Pistons have been shaky all postseason. We got to remember this team was down. This team was literally down 3-1 to an 8 seed. I mean, really
Yeah,
just I mean, they really just did not have a great postseason. Um, Donovan Mitchell played really well yesterday. He had 26, 6, and 8. Uh, Evan Mobley was great. 21, 12, and 6, had 2 steals, 2 blocks. Jared Allen was great. 23 and 7, added a steal and a block. James Harden no showed in game 7. He went 2 of 10 for 9 points, really didn't show up at all. He was great in game 6, so I'll give him credit for that. But the Cavs still have a James Harden problem in big moments in the playoffs, and they just got lucky that the Pistons had a everything problem. Um, I mean, kind of going over to the Pistons here, was kind of just the end of their run. Tobias Harris, who had scored 7 straight 20-point games, goes for 5 points, 0 made field goals. All his points came at the foul line. Jalen Duren again. I don't know what happened to him. He looked like a budding superstar, and he flamed out in the playoffs. He goes for 7 points on 7 shots, 9 rebounds. Which is fine. He had 3 turnovers. Cade Cunningham. I'm just gonna preface this real quickly here. I'm gonna give Cade a pass. His team is nothing without him on offense. It's just bad. And all they literally the Cavaliers were throwing doubles. Bickerstaff had no answer. Um, Danish Jenkins being your second best offensive option outside of Cade, you're not going anywhere. That team's stuck in the mud. Asar Thompson, a great athlete, great kid. Him and his brother Amen are both great guys. They're both freak athletes. I'm a better scorer of the basketball than both of them. They can't shoot. They legitimately cannot shoot. And these guys, both of these guys, Amen and
yeah,
Asar, if they have any kind of jump shot next season, these guys are both going to be all NBA level guys. That's literally
yeah,
just if they shoot 30% from 3, that's not good. That's below NBA average, but you have to respect it. If they go 30% from 3, if they develop some kind of a mid-range, some kind of a post game, a little bit maybe a post fade, something like that, these guys could legitimately be great because they're so good on defense. Both of them. There's both. Asar Thompson finished 3rd in the defensive player of the year rankings, and
yeah,
both these kids are freak athletes. I mean, the only if you look at them, really, there's only a couple athletes in the NBA right now that I think are on their same level. I think right off the top of my head, I think of Anthony Edwards and Stephon Castle are really the 2 guys athletic wise, where I think that those 2 guys can say, yeah, we're as athletic as the Thompson twins. And then everyone else, in my opinion, it's a debate, or they're just not as athletic. So Asar's got to be better. Duncan Robinson. I mean, again, if you're Cade Cunningham and you're literally thinking to yourself, man, if Danish Jenkins and Duncan Robinson don't show up, we're gonna lose. You're not going anywhere. So I'm gonna give Cade a pass. I think that this team reminded me of um, a lot of the Cavaliers teams LeBron had early in his career, when it was like, if he's not scoring well, if he's not averaging 30 plus a game, they're dead in the water. That's exactly what this Pistons team was. And yeah, shout outs to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They got back to the Eastern Conference Finals first time since 2018, first time with no LeBron James since 1992, like you said. So big ups for them. Yeah, it only took them almost 10 years to get back without LeBron. And yeah, so good on them. that was really the most interesting thing. The Timberwolves just got their butts spanked by the Spurs in Game 6. They lost 139 to 109. Stephon Castle just had his way with everybody. He went for 32 points on 16 shots, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. That kid is so good, man.
Yeah.
I know Wemby gets all the rage and all the rave, and everyone loves Wemby, and I get that, and I love Wemby too. I think he's great. But, man, Stephon Castle's a really good basketball player. So we're going to move into this.
Crazy? You know what's crazy? When Wemby was out in the 14 games with this beginning of the season with the shoulder, with a strained calf injury or something like that. And either I think it was that or his shoulder. I forgot which one it was.
Mm-hmm.
But they went on a 10-game winning streak and beat the Thunder without him.
Yeah.
And he went on a 10-game winning streak with Stephon Castle, by the way.
Yeah, he's legit. I like Stephon Castle. As a Derrick Rose fan growing up, I love the way he jumps. He always jumps off 2 feet. He always lands on 2 feet. He's going to be really good for a really long time because his athleticism is not destroying his knees because he jumps off 2 feet and he lands on 2 feet, and that's gonna prolong his career quite a bit. So, yeah, I think Stephon Castle is amazing. I think the Spurs team is very, very good. Obviously, I thought this Timberwolves team was good. I think they're good, obviously. Anthony Edwards obviously was dealing with the knee injuries, but overall, I think they're a good team. Julius Randle is horrible. I'm just going to say it. He's probably a great guy. He'd beat me in one-on-one. He'd beat me in any form of basketball. He's horrible.
Yeah.
He's horrible. He had a good run last year in the postseason, and he's just bad. And I think the Timberwolves can't run it back. There's no way they can. But kind of focusing this conversation a little bit here, for you, was that Spurs win kind of like a statement, like a, hey, we are just as good as anyone in the NBA? Was it kind of a statement from that team together saying, hey, we're here. We're gonna be here for a long time? And what's your takeaway for the series as a whole?
Yeah, I think they made a statement big time. At the same time, though, if you would have asked me if Spurs will make it to the playoffs this season, I would have said no. I think they were still built around Wembyama. Wembyama was too young at the time. He still is. He's still young, and Stephon Castle is a young team.
Yeah,
young team. And my takeaway is, here's the deal: Stephon Castle is a beast. I think Wembyama is the face of the NBA when LeBron retires. I think Wembyama is probably a top 3 player in the NBA at 22. That's how I feel about Wembyama. I mean, if you say it's healthy, he has potential. I don't know how long he's gonna play in the NBA though. I don't know. His body's too tall, and I don't know. To me, it's unreal with his athleticism. With his athleticism, the way he plays defense. He's a taller version of Kevin Durant. That's how I see it. That's how he reminds me of. I think the Wolves got outplayed. Julius Randle, by the way, here's the deal. He sucks. This dude just shoots threes. He goes left. He can't go right. Everybody out there. Here's your scout report. Julius Randle out there. He can't go right. He can't. He can go left, and that's it. On top of that, he does this. He does a step back 3, dribbles. He's an off ball dribble shooter. That's your scouting report for Julius Randle, by the way.
Yeah,
he's not a good player. The Knicks cut him. And that's probably the worst trade for the Wolves to do is get rid of Cat to get Julius Randle. Look where Cat's at right now. He's in the Eastern Conference Finals tomorrow night.
And he might be the best player on that team, too.
He might be better than Jalen Brunson on that team.
He might be, yeah.
So that's the Wolves' problem. I love Chris Finch. Chris Finch is a top 3 coach in today's NBA.
I agree with that.
But dude, Julius Randle, he just can't do that. Alex Rodriguez, you got to do better than that, bro. You should have learned from George Steinbrenner when you were a Yankee about how to recruit good players, not bad players.
Yeah,
it's just a fact. I mean, dude, this Julius Randle, he can't play basketball. He can't. Here's the deal. Just force him right. He can't go right.
Yeah. He went 1 for 8, had 3 points in a closeout game.
Yeah, that's
not good. So Anthony Edwards goes 9 of 26 for 24 points. I'm not going to kill Ant. I think he obviously was struggling with the knees, but I don't mind him unloading the clip in an elimination game. He shot the ball a lot. Realistically, when DiVincenzo went down, and DiVincenzo, obviously, I think if DiVincenzo was there, the Spurs still win this series. But with Julius Randle playing like he was, and with Jaden McDaniels kind of cooling off, it reminds me a lot of the Pistons situation. Naz Reid still had a good game. Naz Reid's a really good player. Some takeaways. So if I'm the Timberwolves, I'm kind of all over the place right now. I apologize. I got a lot of thoughts on this team. The Timberwolves, this offseason, your main goal is get Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's your main goal, in my opinion. I think because if you look at the landscape of the NBA, the Thunder they're not going anywhere. The Spurs are not going anywhere. Seemingly, it looks like the Nuggets are going to reload. The Nuggets might look completely different next year. Luka's going to be back. I don't know where LeBron ends up. LeBron might be he might be a New York Knick or Cleveland Cavalier next year. Truly, I don't know. Shams did say real quickly, I'm just going to throw this in here. Shams did say every team that has been eliminated that's a contender has called LeBron because LeBron's a free agent. Dude. So he's gotten calls from the Timberwolves. He's gotten calls from the Nuggets. He's gotten calls from probably the Pistons gave him a call today. He's gotten calls from the Celtics. Literally, Shams said every contender that's not playing right now has called him. So
another thing they do too is cut Rudy Gobert.
So the problem with Rudy is he was so good against the Nuggets, but it's like this team was specifically built to beat the Nuggets, and that's it.
Yeah.
Newsflash, the Nuggets aren't even the best team in the West anymore. That is now the Thunder and the Spurs. So you kind of have to retool. I think you get rid of Julius Randle and you probably try to get rid of Rudy, but you have a lot of good there. Anthony Edwards is a superstar. Terrence Shannon Jr. has really come on strong. He looks like a great option. Ayo Dosunmu looks like a fantastic young player, budding player. I'm glad he didn't tear his other Achilles. That would have been really bad. Or tear his Achilles. Naz Reid's still great. You have a lot of great pieces, and you have, like Trey said, I agree, a top 3 coach in the NBA. So I think there's a lot of good pieces there, and I think the answer is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Can you imagine Anthony Edwards, Giannis? So that lineup would probably look like this. It'd probably be Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo. They'd probably put, get some kind of center, get a center, whoever would be at the 4 or at the 5, and then Giannis at 4, and then you have Terrence Shannon Jr. and Naz Reid coming off the bench. That's a good team. That's a really good team, barring injury, of course, because Giannis has been injury prone the last few years. But I think you got to get Giannis. Maybe KD, because KD's really good when he's not the leader of the team. This is obviously Anthony Edwards' team, so he'd be able to slot in just as a scoring threat. Then that's it. Literally, he's there to score. He's there to make buckets, and Anthony Edwards can do the leading and do the main playmaking. So that could be an option too. I like Giannis more there because I think Giannis and Anthony Edwards would be a nasty 1-2 combo. Can you imagine trying to guard that pick and roll? Whew, that'd be nasty because you're either going to get dunked on by Anthony Edwards or you're going to get dunked on by Giannis, your choice.
And Giannis plays defense too.
And Giannis, he's a great defender.
He's a better defender than Kevin Durant right now.
Yeah, for sure. And both of those guys are far better than Julius Randle. They'd be huge upgrades over Julius Randle. So the Timberwolves definitely have a long offseason ahead of them. They can't run it back. They can't run it back. If they do, they're stuck. But yeah, I think the Spurs team is fantastic. We didn't even mention Dylan Harper, who has been fantastic, who's really just all of a sudden, I mean, he's averaging 15 points a game on 58% shooting in the playoffs. This guy's coming off the bench, by the way, guys. Dylan Harper could be the second best player on this team. I like Stephon Castle more. I've heard the arguments for Dylan Harper, and the fact that you have both of them on your team and they're both 20.
Yeah.
Man. Crazy team over there. But yeah, so those are kind of wrapping up the 2 series that finished up recently. So now we're
another thing is this. I don't know why people are making a big deal about Anthony Edwards going and saying congrats to the Spurs. It's not a big deal. He's saying congrats. It's sportsmanship.
It's
It's not people question his leadership. He just saying congrats, bro. I
yeah,
mean, wasn't he like Isaiah Thomas and then against the Bulls and be a little baby about it? No. So
yeah,
everybody just calm down about that.
yeah. So I mean, I don't have an issue with it. I can see why people would be like, well, he went all the way over to the
LeBron
Spurs
did it in
bench with
2018.
8 minutes left. So the thing about that in 2018, the Warriors were over there by the Cavaliers bench, so LeBron didn't walk all the way down to the Warriors bench to do it. So like I get the argument there because in LeBron's case, there was 4 minutes left. They were down 25 or 26 or something like that. It was over, and all the Warriors came over to LeBron to do that. Ant went down to the Spurs bench with 8 minutes left. Again, I don't have a problem with it because Ant probably wanted to get the heck out of there. And I don't blame him.
He was ticked off.
It just dap him up and get out. They were down 30 with 8 minutes. Guys, no one's coming back from, even in the 3-point era, nobody's coming back down 30 in 8 minutes. It's just not happening. Yeah. So, especially now, that Spurs team is so good, man. But yeah, so I'm not concerned about that. But kind of if you just take a look at out into the future a bit, are you worried about Ant-Man's ability to win in the NBA? Because now the Spurs are only going to get better. Wemby's only going to get better. These young guys are only going to get better, and the Thunder are still there. And then you're going to have other teams coming around. Luka Doncic is still a human being who's still – the Lakers could make a run for Giannis as well. There's a lot of good teams still, and I'm not even mentioning the East. Jaylen Brown will likely get traded. He could end up in the West. There's a bunch of really, really good teams in the West, and there's a bunch of really good young players who are only going to get better. So are you, as the show's Ant-Man guy, because you're the Ant-Man guy, are you worried about his ability to win in the future?
I actually kind of am worried about him. Here's why. Okay. I love Anthony Edwards. I think he's right now I think he's probably the most athletic player right now in the NBA. That's my opinion. I think, I love John Morant. Zion Williamson was great. I think you could probably argue LeBron James at 41 is more athletic than Anthony Edwards. But here's the deal. Ant-Man, I think if he was healthy, it will be a much closer series than it was. Ant-Man likes to win. He hates losing. His mentality is, I'm gonna talk my game to you, and you're gonna come, or I'm gonna put my nuts in your face in the rim. When he dunks the ball, that's what he does. Okay, if you watch the movie Hustle with Adam Sandler, if you watch that movie with Adam Sandler, that's his mentality. Is to, what, he will get in your head. That's what he does, and he does that really good.
Yeah.
Here's the deal about Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man has to play more aggressive on offense. Here's the deal, Ant-Man. If you want to be compared to Jordan and Kobe, you gotta show up when it matters most, bro. Kobe Bryant, I get it. Yeah, your knees got hurt. I understand that. Kobe Bryant won with a sprained ankle the whole 2009 playoff series. He won the finals and won a championship. He did whatever it took to win. If you need to go watch Kobe Bryant's games, go do that. I wish he was alive to teach you how to play aggressive basketball. Go ask Michael Jordan how you play, get your game going. Go do that. Stop being so passive. Find a way to break down the defender. Find a way. Develop a post game. Because here's the deal. When it's getting better, you have SGA. You have you have the Rockets, the Lakers with Luka. So if I'm Ant-Man, if you want to be compared to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, you have to be aggressive, bro. You have to be aggressive. You cannot be soft. You can't be too passive. You gotta put your hands and knees to the floor. Come on, let's go. That's what you gotta do, bro. So that's why I think about Ant-Man. I'm kind of worried for him. If not, doesn't have the mentality that Jordan and Kobe have, that killer instinct. He has the mindset like them. But he needs to show it more on the court than the commercials on Sprite and also on Adidas. You gotta put that energy in your game, bro. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. I mean, if you take a look at it, if you just excuse me, the NBA is seemingly getting a lot better around him, and seemingly it's just, again, it's team based. The Timberwolves, just if you look at it, the future is not as bright as some of these other teams. You still have Ant-Man. You still have a fantastic head coach, so they can definitely make something work there. They just got to give him the right piece, So, and I think Giannis would obviously be huge. KD, I think, would also be huge. So, we'll see what they end up doing. Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert probably can't be on the team moving forward because, yeah, does Gobert do good against Joker? Yeah, he does, but Wemby abuses him, just abuses the heck out of him, and his inability to score, Gobert's inability to score, uh, just really makes it tough on that team when he's out there. He becomes unplayable against a guy like Wemby. So again, NBA is going to get a lot better around Ant-Man. He's still a great player, and if they get him the right pieces, he could absolutely win.
Yeah.
I do think that, but they got to give him the right pieces. So, but yeah, we're going to move on here to some. So right before we're going to kind of break down Spurs, Thunder, Cavs, Knicks, but before we do that, SGA did win his second MVP. He goes back to back. So Shams leaked it. I mean, we all knew he was probably going to win it.
Yeah.
Shams leaked it before Amazon on Prime could say anything about, or Amazon on Prime, NBA on Prime could announce it. But so he goes back to back. He's a two-time MVP. He joins a very small group of back-to-back MVPs. He's an NBA champion. He's a Finals MVP. So Trey, given right now, not if he wins another championship, goes back to back there, we'll have to discuss that then. But right now, where do you have SGA ranked all time?
So I probably have him better than probably. I have him right behind Jokic. I think Jokic is right now a top 10 player, arguably of all time, with the 3 MVPs he won. People question the third one. With the ring, it's the 2023 NBA Finals. I get it; it was boring, but what he did that playoff run was unreal. He averaged 34 points per game. I think he averaged 27. I'm gonna see in 2023 in postseason. Nikola Jokic, 2023 NBA playoffs. So in the finals, he averaged 30 points per game, 14 rebounds, 7.2 assists, and 1.4 blocks. He is the one person to do that to lead the league the NBA playoff finals in that category is LeBron James in 2016, obviously. But I think if you look at it, I have him probably behind Jokic. I think Jokic is a tad bit better. So that's where I have him. I mean, if you have him better than Jokic, I get that. I understand. But I think SGA too rigged the. I hate he kind of rigged the NBA a little bit, especially against the Lakers too. So we gotta remember that too, because he rigged the NBA. He rigged the whole joint.
Yeah, I don't think he's better than Joker. I think Joker's pretty clear ahead of him right now. I'm just gonna kind of do a my top like 15-ish. This is not in order. Number one is in order, and then everything after that is not in order. Obviously, I got LeBron one, and then I got Jordan, Kareem, Magic, Duncan. Hold on, let me count. Jordan, LeBron, Jordan, so 2. Kobe, Kareem, Magic, Duncan, that's 6. Shaq, 7. Bird, Olajuwon, 8 and 9. I know you hate it, but I have Wilt up there too. Wilt at 10. He's not, just
About Curry,
guys. We're not in order. I'm getting there. I'm not going in order.
Oh,
I'm just naming them. Wilt, Russell, Curry. So I'm at 12. KD, 13. And then it gets really dicey because, you got some guys who think Dr. J's up there. I think Moses Malone deserves a lot of respect. Oscar deserves a lot of respect. Joker deserves a lot of respect. For me, I think SGA is right on the cusp of breaking into the top 20 to 15 for me. I still think guys like D Wade are better than him. I still have D Wade ahead of him. I have D Wade ahead of him still. Again, if SGA wins a championship, he'll probably jump D Wade because that'd be 2. He probably will win Finals MVP. So, it'd be 2 Finals MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs, all back to back. So, I think KD's better than SGA still. I get the whole thing. Well, KD went to a super team. SGA has one of the best teams in NBA history around him. And in terms of net rating, he's one of the least impactful MVPs. I'm not trying to take it away from him. It's just the fact of the matter. So
after you said that, forget what I said. He's probably not better than D Wade. You know what? Everything I just said. Listen to Nick. I exclude. He's not better than KD. I forgot about KD and D Wade, and I think Manu Ginobili is probably better than him too.
Well, I mean, Manu's probably had a better career. He's probably not a better player than SGA because Manu was never the number 1 on his team. But I think Giannis is still better than him.
Yeah.
Guys, longevity matters a lot to me. I don't know if you guys noticed who have number 1. Longevity is very important to me. And if you're very good for a very long time, I will excuse a lot of stuff. And, if SGA's really only been super good for 4 years. He just has. He's only been super good since 2022 when the Thunder were that 1 seed that got bounced by Luka Doncic in the playoffs. And he's been good for that. He's been really, really good for 4 years. He's been an MVP caliber player for about 3 years. He's been really good for 4 years. That's just not long enough for me to put him anywhere. And I get that he has MVPs and he's got a championship, but I still think guys like Giannis are better. I think Joker's clearly better. I think KD's better. Curry's obviously better. I think D Wade's currently had a better career. So I think it does help his case, obviously, that second MVP. But I don't think you can break into the top 10 or top 15 off 4 years. I think you have to do it for longer, especially when if you look at the context of it and his team is super loaded. The dude can play like bull crap honky and still beat the Lakers by 20. It's just, I'm not trying to knock him, he doesn't get to choose it and he's very happy he's in that situation, but we have to take that into context when we look at it. Does SGA mean more to his team than 2018 LeBron meant to the Cavaliers? Not even remotely close. And I take those kind of things into consideration. For me, talking about all-time greats, we can't just look at their Wikipedia page and say, well, this guy's done this and that, and he's obviously better. You have to actually look at the context, who they played with, who was their competition. I think the Pacers would have won if Halliburton if his Achilles didn't explode in the finals last year. He hit like 3 straight threes. That boy was going to drop 40. I take that into consideration. I do. I take that into consideration. So for me, probably 20-ish around there. Kind of, I think Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Julius Erving, Moses Malone, probably in that area. For me, D Wade-ish, right around there for me. And then I think guys like Giannis, Jokic, KD, Steph, Wilt, Bill, all those guys are clearly better right now, in my opinion. Ask me again in a month. We'll see. So, yeah, that's where I have him there. But we're going to move on.
Another thing, too, about that series, the Lakers series, is that Chet Holmgren traveled in that dunk. So let's just forget about that, too. Anyways, it was a rigged series. So that's how I see that series.
Anyways, we're going to move on. We're going to make our Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals picks here. We're going to break down the series a little bit. So let's start with the Western Conference. We got Spurs, Thunder. Obviously, we talked a lot about SGA just now, but we're going to break down the series a little bit, kind of make our picks, who we think is going to win and how many games. I think I'm really excited for this series because I think this was obviously the 2 best teams in the West all year. I think they're on a collision course with each other. They're the 1 and 2 seed. I love it. I love when that happens, when 2 juggernauts are going up against each other. But in your estimation, just in your opinion, kind of what do you think that Who do you think is going to win this series, and what's going to be the X factor in the win?
So I actually have I want Spurs to win it in 7. I hope it happens. I hate the Thunder. They're the most unwatchable team in NBA history, in my opinion. Um, so I want the Thunder. But obviously the NBA is rigged. So Thunder are gonna might win the series in 5, probably in 6 or 7. So Thunder are gonna win the series. I have Wemby and the Spurs winning in 7, but the NBA is rigged and they love SGA. They want to glaze the heck out of him. The dude, Chet Holmgren, traveled in the last series, by the way. LeBron didn't get a call, but SGA got calls. Blue Door got calls. But you know what? Whatever. The X factor of the series to me is probably SGA against Wembyama. When SGA didn't play those games. He did play one game actually in the beginning of the season, and then he got hurt. He didn't play against him Christmas Day. Jalen Rose is probably gonna be back, hopefully. But the biggest factor is how physical Wembyama can really handle the Thunder, because the Thunder are a physical team. Alex Caruso is physical. Luthor is a football player basically. He plays he's Ray Lewis 2.0 in the basketball court. So it really depends how Wembyama takes a physical into him, because Wembyama is small. He's not small, but he's skinny, and the Thunder are like NFL players in the NBA. So that's my X factor of this game, of this series.
Yeah, they are physical, but so are the Timberwolves, and I think
Not like the
Wemby's
Thunder.
gonna.
The Thunder, I've never seen a
Well,
guy
yeah,
with
but
like Lou
it,
Dort's like he's literally a football player. He's literally built like Ray Lewis. I never seen anything like it in the NBA. It's unreal. I mean, you have LeBron, maybe LeBron James probably. But
yeah,
other than that, and his prime, but other than that, Lou Dort's a football player. I can't stand that guy.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
He broke an NFL record last series.
he is, but Wimby also is 4-1 against the Thunder this year.
Sure.
He obviously can play well against them, and the Timberwolves' whole thing was literally rough him up, like be aggressive with him, be physical with him, and they had Nas Reed. He's so physical at the point that Wimby started throwing elbows because he was so sick and tired of it, and I think that was a great series for the Spurs to get them ready for the physicality of the Thunder. And Wimby genuinely hates Chet Holmgren. He
He
hates him.
does.
He hates him. He's very angry that he beat him in the under 19 World Cup in 2022, I believe it was. I think around there. And he hates the
Yeah.
guy. And he holds on to it. And Chet Holmgren won a championship, and he hated that he won a championship. It's just this Spurs team is the only team in the NBA. I like the Knicks a lot. I think a lot of people sleep on the Knicks. I think if the Knicks can get through the Cavs, they're going to give either the Spurs or the Thunder a tough time. Like, it's going to be a hard series against the Knicks, especially finals game in Madison Square Garden. That place is going to
Jeez,
explode.
dude.
There's going to there. It's going to be I was going to about to say the worst joke ever. I'm actually not going to say that. Don't
The
want to get
Cowboys.
banned. No, it was not the Cowboys. I don't want to get banned, so I'm not going to say it. But that arena is going to be bumping. And I think that the Knicks can give either of these teams a hard 6 to 7 game series, but we're gonna save that for later for if the Knicks can get through the Cavs. The Spurs are the only team in the West, I think, that match up very well against the Thunder, because they have young, athletic, freakazoid guards. Stephon Castle's a freakazoid. He's just a freak. Dylan Harper's a very good guard who's very athletic. Keldon Johnson has a huge booty. His booty's huge. He's just got a massive butt, and he throws the thing around and it bumps into people and gets them off balance, bro. And he's a great player, and he's the sixth man of the year. De'Aaron Fox is a fantastic player. And
He's
all of
bad.
that is around the 7'5" freak of nature who hates Chet Holmgren. So I think the only team realistically that can beat the Thunder are the Spurs. They proved it in the regular season. Now that doesn't mean anything. And I love what I hope Mitch Johnson, the coach of the Spurs, and I'm sure he will, and I'm sure Popovich, who's been a huge part of the Spurs run as well. So shout out to Pop. Um, a huge. I hope the message to the team is, guys, I know we beat them 4-1 in the regular season. It's 0-0 now. We've proved nothing. We have proved absolutely nothing because you can win 4-1 in the regular season and then you can lose in the playoffs and nobody cares you beat them in the regular season. So I hope the message to the Spurs team is, hey guys, it's 0-0. Let's go out there. Let's dominate. Let's show them how good we are. And I think they have the tools to do it. I think they have the matchup to do it. I think they have the bench to do it. And I think they have the player to do it in Wembanyama. For me, the X factor is De'Aaron Fox. I think that if De'Aaron Fox can be a high level fourth quarter score and also play really well in the non-Wemby minutes, it's going to be a really tough task for the Spurs for the Thunder to beat these guys. And I'm super excited for the series. Tip-offs in 1 hour for game one. I'm super excited. I'm interested to see if Wemby's first playoff run is a championship. That'd be a way to start off your GOAT case. I tell you what, for sure. So the pressure is all on Wemby. I think he loves the pressure. I think he wants the pressure. But I'm super excited. And to me, the X factor is De'Aaron Fox. And, those guards, those Spurs guards have a big task. They got to deal with SGA and Jalen Williams, who will be playing in this series. So they got a tall task ahead of them. And let's see if they can do it. And let's see whose coach has the right game plan, whose coach can make it's going to be a boxing match between these two teams, between Mitch Johnson and Mark Daigneault, between Wemby and Chet, between Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper, and J-Dub and SGA and De'Aaron Fox. It's just going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. I'm super excited. So
Lou Dort and somebody tackling somebody.
Lou Dort's probably going to go for Wemby's knees at one point in this series. So
he probably will. I'm gonna be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I would not doubt that.
I'll be mad. I'm calling the NBA. I will never. Here's the deal. If that happens, the NBA is ruined. So I actually will cry.
I don't think that's going to happen. We'll see. But
Lou Dort is crazy. The dude was shoving Austin Reeves around and looking like a twig.
Yeah, I know for sure. But if you take a look at it, I think that this is going to be a good series. I have the Spurs in 7. I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be really close. But I think Wemby is gonna rise above a little bit, and I think those role guys on the Spurs are going to step up and hit some big shots. And I think we're going to see a big fourth quarter from De'Aaron Fox in one of these games where he goes off for 15 plus points in the fourth quarter and wins the game by himself. I think we're going to see it. And he's a clutch player of the year. He's won clutch player of the year before when he was in Sacramento. So I definitely think we're going to see that for sure. But yeah, I'm excited, super excited for game one. But moving over here to the Eastern Conference, I guess the least exciting of the two series, but also really exciting in general, Cleveland versus the New York Knicks. I don't know if you guys noticed. I picked the Knicks to lose in 7 to the Sixers, and they just literally blew the Sixers off the floor. It was not even close. And I took my medicine. I said, yeah, the Knicks are really, really good at basketball. So I think that they're going to win this series. I think that the Knicks are a legit contender to win the championship, in my opinion. I just do. And I have the Knicks winning this series in 5 games.
Yeah, me too. I got Knicks winning in 5. I think, in my opinion, I have Knicks winning the whole joint. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, that's me.
Are you thinking that the Spurs Thunders just could be such a nasty 7-game series that when they get to the finals, the Knicks are just going to be there chilling, ready to go, and just kind of take advantage of whichever team is just exhausted from a long 7-game series?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see. I really like this Knicks team. I don't know if I'm overrating them because they proved me wrong so badly. I just really like. And OG's had over a week. I think OG is going to be totally fine in game 1 tomorrow because that'll be over a week of rest for OG, who's one of their best players. I think he's one of the 3 most important players on that team, and he's going to be huge for them in this series. So I like the Knicks. I like Cat a lot. I think Jalen Brunson's a stud. I could definitely see the Spurs or the Knicks Spurs or the Thunder giving Jalen Brunson some problems. But again, he's a tough guard. So we'll see how he plays there. Again, the Knicks have to get through the Cavs. I'm not writing the Cavs off. I don't think that they're going to rise to the occasion like the New York Knicks will, and I think the Knicks are going to win, and they have home court advantage. And that first game of Madison Square Garden in the Eastern Conference Finals tomorrow is going to be so loud and tough and hard to play in. So yeah, that's where I'm at there for that series. I got the Knicks in 5. I got the Knicks and Spurs in the finals. I'm not picking who's winning. I got to watch these games before I pick that, but that's what I think. So yeah. For sure. So, alrighty, move over here to a little bit of. Hold on, we're gonna move over to some LeBron James news. If you want to talk about this a little bit. So, if we see here that there's this article, what you got to explain this to me? What's going on here, Trey?
So, Dave,
McMiniman.
Okay, more
McMiniman.
McMiniman, yeah, McMiniman. There's a video that went viral last week about how LeBron became the all-time winning player in NBA history, and he didn't get the game ball. He gave it to JJ Redick.
Oh yeah, I did see
And
that.
so, there's a lot of conspiracy. There's a lot. LeBron basically told Dave McMiniman that he didn't feel really appreciated from the Lakers organization, that he took him for granted, and does he feel disrespected? Basically, that's what LeBron's trying to say. Since if you look at his post game conference and against the Thunder, he said that I've never really been a third option, and he kind of hinted he didn't like being a third option and as a Laker and with Luka. So that's what LeBron's that's what the narrative is. So has the Lakers taken LeBron granted?
Obviously, the Lakers fans are so frustrating. You guys want the Lakers to lose so you can diss on LeBron. You're not a Lakers fan, you're a Kobe fan. That's what you are. You're not a Lakers fan. If you were an actual Lakers fan, you'd appreciate what the guy did for the franchise. Now, mind you, since 2011, after, for some reason, Kobe gets a pass for getting whooped by the Mavericks, but whatever. I don't want to talk about it. Since then, the Lakers were a just laughing stock. They did nothing. And LeBron brought them out of poverty, brought them out of that wherever they were, made them relevant again, and won them a championship. And he gets treated like garbage by the Lakers fandom. True Lakers fans that I've seen appreciate LeBron for what he's done. Everyone else that says they're a Lakers fan that disses on LeBron when the Lakers lose or are happy when the Lakers lose because LeBron did this or that, you're a Kobe fan, you're not a Lakers fan. So yeah, I obviously think they took him for granted, and I think he should have a statue outside of Staples or Crypto, whatever you want to call it. I think he should. You can put it across the street with the other ones. I don't care if you don't want to put it right next to the building, whatever. But yeah, they definitely took him for granted.
Yeah, Travis, what's up, Travis? Kai.
Fox is out for game 1. Wow. Why?
Yeah, why, Travis?
Well, this is actually, yeah, they are. Yeah, exactly. Dylan Harper could have a huge game tonight. It's going to be definitely Dylan Harper's going to be starting tonight. So
I won't be surprised if Wembanyama gets hurt this series. I won't be surprised. It's Lou Dort, and he will just tackle the heck out of you until you're dead. Anyways, back to this topic now. So here's the deal. I love Kobe Bryant. He's my favorite player of all time. I love his mentality. I love what he did for LA. To me, he's the greatest Laker of all time. The impact he has on LA is unreal. I mean, I went to LA a couple years ago in summer. There was Kobe Bryant murals all over the place. It was insane. Like I've never seen Tupac Shakur lived in LA. Okay, he doesn't have a mural out there. Do you have Nipsey Hussle, who lived in LA, doesn't live out there? It's Kobe Bryant everywhere. But here's the deal. LeBron James has joined the Lakers since in 2018. His average 25.9 points per game, 7.9 assists, 7.7 rebounds, and he's played over 479 games. And top of that, he won a 2020 NBA championship, a 2023-2024 season tournament. And he's led his team also to a 287 win, 192 record. That is LeBron James' record stats for the Lakers. Now, here's the deal. Since joining the Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James has brought 600 million revenue to the Los Angeles Lakers since 2018. I think Lakers took him for granted. I think this past season was an insult to LeBron for being the first option. Because Luka's not ready for the big time moment, apparently. LeBron's kind of hinted that. AR, he's not that good. He's alright. He's not that good. So it's so weird to me that the Lakers organization has become arrogant. I get it. LeBron didn't get drafted to LA. He's not this kid who they grew up watching like Kobe Bryant did. But look at 2020 for a second, okay? The funny thing about this 2020 season is that the world was crazy at the time. The pandemic happens. Kobe Bryant passed away. The amount of pressure media put on LeBron as a Laker is just unreal. He brought Kobe Bryant, like Kobe Bryant would have been happy to see LeBron James thrive as a Laker. By the way, Kobe Bryant welcomed him in 2018. By the way,
Go look up Kobe's last tweet for me.
Go look at it, guys. Look what Kobe. Why do you think Kobe Bryant went to the courtside tickets with Gianna? Why do you think that was? To see LeBron James play. That's what LeBron and that's what he did for LA. Rob Pelinka is a terrible GM. The reason why he got the job is because he was Kobe Bryant's agent. And after Kobe Bryant retired, what did we say about the Lakers? No, nothing. They were irrelevant. They were so irrelevant. It was like, dude, this team sucks. Yeah, Lonzo Ball, who was like this supposed to be the next Steph Curry.
Mid. He's mid. Sorry, Travis. Lonzo Ball is mid.
Yeah, he was mid. Yeah, LeVar Ball saying, "Oh, it's better than Michael Jordan 1-on-1," and then that stupid crap happened. You know what's crazy too? You know, I remember this. Kobe Bryant went on First Take, and he said this to Stephen A.
Is horrible at his job.
Yeah, he is horrible. You know what's crazy? Kobe Bryant went on First Take and said this about the Lakers organization. They are arrogant. He told Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, and Molly Kiram that they were arrogant. That's how they are. You know who I blame for that? I blame Magic Johnson for that. He brought arrogance to the Lakers. That's what the Lakers have been, arrogance. They have these huge egos. LeBron has brought revenue to this organization. He deserves a statue. Kendrick Perkins out there. He deserves a statue out there. Yes, he deserves one. He deserves a statue. Mad Dog Russo deserves a statue out there, bro. Skip Bayless. He deserves a statue. So what are we talking about now? Shame on Rob Pelinka. Shame on him. And also Ball, Travis Kai, he sucks. He got exposed his first game in the NBA. He got exposed.
Yeah, it didn't help he was wearing those goofy ass shoes too. And you know the Lakers are an arrogant organization. I think they're the best organization in the NBA. So
They think
so, but yeah,
they suck.
I mean, you know, I think before LeBron, they were in this spot where they were the best. You know, I think they're the greatest franchise ever. They had that persona, Showtime, all that. After Kobe fell off, they weren't very good. They were kind of in a really rough spot.
By the way, the ratings too were terrible.
No.
They were terrible.
Who's the other in the big? No, get Reeves out of there, bro.
Reeves sucks, bro.
Reeves is not a big three member. He's a really nice, like, fourth best player on your team. He can't play defense. He's good, but he can't play defense.
He got exposed.
He gets bullied by athletic.
Yeah,
wings.
he does, man.
He just gets bullied, bro.
Dude, Travis, you can probably bully Austin Reeves, bro. I bet Nick can. I bet Nick Rankin can.
I probably can. But obviously, I don't think Rob Pelinka's good at his job. His team won the championship in 2020, and they didn't even let him run it back. I don't know why. They let Alex Caruso go. They let KCP go. They let Rondo go. They let all these guys go who are really, really important.
You could have won back to back
that team. Obviously, they were looking like they were going to. Then Solomon Hill did a front flip into LeBron's ankle, but whatever. We don't have to talk about that. But yeah, so I think the Lakers have taken him for granted. I think Lakers fans, just Kobe fans, have taken him for granted, and Kobe fans make me really angry. Your favorite player won one MVP, by the way. So SG's got more MVPs than Kobe, guys. We're gonna have to have a conversation about that soon.
Kobe Bryant should have won more MVPs. I think it's crazy. The NBA is just rigged, bro. LeBron should have won in his 30s. That's something that
LeBron won 4 before turning 30, and then they never gave him another one to protect who. And it starts with M and ends with Eichel Jordan. So there you go.
Jackson?
Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Oh, for me, I don't have a go yet. I got watch more.
They protected him. You're telling me he didn't deserve it in 2011?
He did deserve it.
Should have been his. I'm a D Rose fan. Goofiest ever. Goofiest MVP if you look at it. Because
I agree.
Great player. LeBron deserved that. 2018.
Yeah. I think 16 deserved it too.
2016, you could make an argument. I get why they gave it to Curry because his team won 73 games. 2000, I think 2000.
I think 2020 you have an argument.
Yeah, well, yeah. If the season didn't end in COVID, he would have won that junk. But either way, listen, LeBron should have 6 or 7, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna have to talk about that. Yeah, they gave him 4, and they're like, "Yeah, you're good, buddy. You're good. Whatever."
Yeah. I agree.
So yeah, I think so. I definitely think so. So, but yeah, guys, we're gonna move on to the goofiest major in the history of golf. The 2016 PGA Championship was so weird, and I'm just gonna break it down. Nobody likes golf with me and Trey, but we're just going to talk about it because you know what? We get to talk about whatever we want.
Hey, if people don't like golf out there, Grant Horvat has 3.5 million most subscribers on YouTube, and so there's behind them is the Brian Bros. So hey, so Travis, sorry to tell you that, buddy.
Travis likes golf.
He told me that he doesn't like golf. Travis told me that people who play golf are just rich white guys. Like what? That's crazy, Travis. He called me on the phone yesterday and told me that.
Oh, that's crazy, Travis. No, it was a really interesting PGA Championship because it was played at Aronimink, and Aronimink was playing like a U.S. Open course. It was really weird. Dude. It was such a weird leaderboard. Everyone was bunched up. Nobody could separate. It was playing like a U.S. Open course. It was disgustingly hard. They were tucking pins in the corner on top of spines. It was just nasty. Shout out to Aaron Rai. He did win. His story's pretty cool. If you don't like that he wears 2 gloves and has iron covers, then it's not for you. I'm happy for him. Winning a major, like I said, winning a major is like not one of these big time players is a huge thing. He made life-changing money. He gets to play in the next 8 majors or something like that. He gets exempt. So it's huge for him. He played great. He dominated in the last round. He fought against Aronimink and won in that final round. So congrats to him. My guy Rory was right there. He kept missing putts by 1 inch. It was making me angry. I think Rory played like horrible, and he was right there all weekend. So that makes me feel good for the remainder of the season. Because I watch a lot of Rory. That's the worst I've seen Rory play. and like be in contention still, if that makes sense. Like he was missing putts. He probably had 8 birdie putts I saw him miss by an inch. And
Yeah.
also day one, he had 4 bogeys in a row, and he was right there. He was right there. So I do think that he can definitely Aronimik was just hard, but I think Rory was missing easy opportunities. He had a par on a he the longest hitter in golf. He did not make one birdie on any of the par fives all weekend. All
Is that
weekend.
Bryson DeChambeau? Bryson DeChambeau?
No, Rory.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about
Bryson was at home on his couch on the weekend.
Dude, Bryson DeChambeau, we cares about YouTube golf.
Rory hit a 379-yard par or drive on the par 5 on the back 9, and he had a par. So I think the guy didn't play well, and he was still in contention. I think he'll play really well at Shinnecock. I think he could win Shinnecock because I don't think Shinnecock's going to play as hard as Aronimik just did. So I think, I definitely could think that. Justin Thomas played super well in the final round. But yeah, congratulations to Aaron Rai and the weirdest major I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, it was weird. Here's the deal. I was watching the first round. Rory shot a 74, 4 over par. And he comes back, he almost comes back and wins it.
I know, dude. It
was crazy. And then Scottie Scheffler missed easy putts. And I'm like, dude, and then John Rahm was playing fantastically. I've never seen him play that well.
Yeah. Cam Smith and John Rahm both played really well. Hey, bro, as soon as they heard that Liv was going out of business, they started actually playing golf again. So
yeah, because we're like, oh crap, I gotta get my crap together.
They're gonna see my crap together when I go over to the DP World Tour. But yeah, so it was really interesting. Again, we might not see Aaron Rai ever win again, but it was really cool that he won. So congrats for him on a great tournament and beating a really, really tough course. So yeah, congrats to him. And that goes to our next question: is golf a real sport?
Okay. I gotta say about this. Okay?
Combo it. We're gonna combo these together. So
yeah. So here's the deal. I get it. I had a debate with somebody. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say this person's name.
You can say his name.
I don't want. Okay, Uncle David. I love you, bro. I disagree with you about your basketball takes. I mean, this dude has LeBron 9, by the way. So, he has LeBron number top 10 actually. In his list. So here's the deal. If you ask Rory McIlroy what he goes through to get his body prepared for a tournament, he lives. I mean, Nick's probably seen his workout routine. I don't know if you've seen his workout routine, Nick, ranking about Rory McIlroy's.
Oh yeah, I have.
I understand back in the day in the 80s with Jack Nicklaus. I mean, Tiger said it too, that people go in the bar and just go to the bar to relieve the stress in the head in the hot sun. Okay, Nick, Travis, he came on the podcast like a month ago or so, and he has LeBron top 10. He hates LeBron. I don't understand what he did. I don't understand it. But
Trey, bro, I'll tell you what LeBron did. He was better than Jordan, and they all hate it.
Okay, I want to have a go. Don't have a go yet. But anyway, so if you ask Tiger Woods in his prime what he did to get prepared for a tournament, he had to go work out. He'd make golf into an actual sport. Okay. I know it's not basketball. I know it's not football. I know it's not boxing. I know it's not tennis. I know it's not baseball. Okay. But with golf, you still prepare your body for a tournament. I mean, if you don't bench 315 basically in the PGA, or not even that strong enough to play on the PGA tour, you ain't gonna win a tournament. You could be the weakest golfer out there, and you won't hit a tournament. You won't win. People have advantage over you already. It's kind of like Tom Brady preparing for a football game. He used bands, and now these days people are just like hitting a ball far now. Okay, Travis, bro, this guy's been 315 probably, bro. I mean, you've seen Roy McIlroy. He's freaking jacked. I mean, that guy's
Bro,
5'10 and he's
Scotty
jacked.
definitely does not bench
Scotty probably
350,
pitches
bro.
285, bro. Have you
I
seen
don't think
Scotty?
he does,
Have you
bro.
seen Scotty Scheffler's workouts?
I don't think Scotty benches
Okay,
285,
whatever.
bro.
Okay, but here's the deal. People use weights now to get more distance, and
Yeah.
so
Bryson probably definitely benches 350.
yeah, I
And
know,
he
I know. He
well,
does.
that boy just he just has the goofiest clubs ever. So
Yeah. So I here's the deal in golf. If you don't win a lot, you'll lose your PGA Tour card. For instance, and Panhandle's hero, Ryan Palmer. He hasn't won Jack in 11 years, and he got his PGA Tour card stripped. He hasn't won it. He hasn't cracked the top 10 since 2014. Have you seen him relevant? No, you haven't. He hasn't won anything within the past since I was probably in the fourth grade. Okay. Now he can't compete for it. He had to go for state for his Corn Ferry Tour card. He got it back from 1 year. He lost it again, and now he's only been to enter the senior tour. I get it, but here's the deal: in golf, it's you versus the course. It can be in the hot sun, in the rain, in the wind, and the freaking cold weather. It will affect your golf game. If you don't practice enough on a range or have a swing coach, you ain't gonna play that good in a tournament, and you'll most likely be miss the cut. Okay. Um, ask Steph Curry what they think about golf. It's a hard sport. Ask LeBron James right now, who is in his golf mode. It's a hard sport. Ask Michael Jordan. Ask Tony Romo. It's a hard sport. I mean, Tiger Woods, even look at Tiger Woods' body. It broke down because it's a hard sport. It's a law on your back, on your legs, on your waist. I mean, dude, the rough is like freaking insane now compared to what's back in the day. It's a hard sport. I get it. It's not football and basketball. I understand that. Okay, you ain't tackling anybody, but dude, it's if you still make money off it. If you're on Sports Center highlights top 10, if you're Tiger Woods, if you're an American athlete, it's a sport. It's a sport. It's not a fixed sport. It's a mental game. It's a lot of preparation on your body. I mean, dude, look at BJ Scene. Look at Jordan Spieth. Look at JT. Okay, it's a law on your body. You have to prepare. If the Tiger Woods made it to an actual sport where you can lift weights, where you can get your body look get your body ready for a tournament. That's what golf is. I train all the time. I go to range once a week. I mean, I bought an alignment stick set like Nick did because I want to be better at this game. You can play out your prime too, but look at Phil Mickelson right now. He's probably out of a job. Number one, number two, he sucks. So he's a drunken guy. He's probably in rehab right now because he was drunk all the time. So I mean, dude, it's a constant practice. It wears you down. It wears your body down after 18 holes. Well, that's easy, Trey. Go do it then. Go play 18 holes by yourself, with nothing. Get a set of clubs and go play golf. Go play golf, bro. So, and come tell me it's hard on your body or not.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, golf's obviously a sport. If you don't think so, you've just never played it. There's different things that make sports different, ranges of difficulty, right? You look at football and basketball; they're very physically taxing. You're running a lot, you're jumping a lot. In football, you're hitting other grown men at high speeds a lot. In basketball, you're just running constantly. In the NFL, you can, if you play offense or defense, you can have up to 10 minutes of rest given how long a drive lasts on either side of the ball. In basketball, you're constantly going. On tennis, you're constantly going. You look at those more high intensity physical sports. Yeah, that's what makes those difficult. you obviously have to be good at the sport too. But in football, it's pure athleticism. You can suck at the game and be a good. The Eagles just drafted a dude who's never played football in his life because he's a good athlete. So those are very physically athletic, demanding sports. And then there's more technical sports. There's sports that require more precision. If you look at marksmanship in the Olympics and archery, things like that, sports that require a little bit more finesse, a little bit more technical skill. And golf is, I think, the pinnacle of sports that require technical skill. In golf, you have a little tiny golf ball that's that big, and you have a club face that's maybe the length of two golf balls and the height of 1.5 golf ball. And you have to hit it right in the middle or you're going to shank it into the woods. If you don't think golf's hard, you probably would suck at golf.
Yeah.
And if you go on the golf course for the first time and you're just striping it, you're a generational talent. You're just really, really good. You're generational. Golf's incredibly hard. It's very humbling. I think it's the hardest sport to win in because you're playing against so many factors. It's played outside, so you have to deal with the elements as well. The different undulations and different lies you can get are so different in every single round of golf. You'll never have the same round of golf. You'll never hit it at the same spot. You'll hit it close, but there's so much to it, and it takes so much. It's harder to get good at golf than it is to get good at other sports. It just is.
Yeah.
It just is. You can get better at shooting a three in basketball than you'll ever be, way quicker and way faster than you'll be at hitting pure iron shots. It's just a difficult sport, and it's played. It's very, very competitive, which is another aspect of what makes a sport. You win a lot of money, which makes a sport, right?
Another thing is this too. It's the lowest round, not a high score round.
Yeah, curling's way harder, bro. Yeah. Obviously not. Yeah, golf's really hard. It's definitely a sport. It's physically demanding. Especially if you're trying to be a pro, you're going to walk a lot. You don't realize you walk a lot when playing 18, and these pros are walking a lot and they're playing a lot, and they've been out there all week and they've probably played 100 holes. And is it as physically demanding as football? No. Is it mentally as demanding as football? More. It's more mentally demanding. It's one of the most mentally demanding sports ever, because if you're out of it, you don't have your teammate to pick you up on their back and carry you. You're just going to start shanking into the woods like you're Bryson DeChambeau, and you're cooked, and you're going to miss the weekend, and you're going to be at home watching Aaron Rye with his 2 gloves win the Wanamaker. So that's actually a good point, Travis. That's a good point. In curling, you have to work a full-time job. That's actually a really good point, because you don't make enough money curling to make it your actual job. That's actually a good point. That's funny. But yeah, no, golf, I think, is the most mentally taxing sport. It's obviously not like a boxing, football, or basketball or tennis, but it's more mentally demanding than all those, because if you're out, and it's over. And it's a boxing match will last 15 to 30 minutes. Golf is 4 hours, 4+ hours of mental anguish. And it's hard. It's a tough sport. It's definitely a real sport. And yeah, if you don't think so, go try to play it. I guarantee you're going to probably kill somebody with a golf ball on accident. So you're going to shank it into the woods, and it's going to bounce off a tree and hit the cart girl in the face. It's just.
And plus, on top of that, you have the tough lies. You
have to have a deep understanding of the game, a deep understanding of yourself. Amish, we both said Spurs in 7. I apologize.
Yeah, but if the Thunder win. I
wouldn't be shocked if the Thunder win. The Thunder are obviously very good.
Yeah, that's how you know if the Thunder win. The NBA is rigged, bro. I never would have thought. I mean, it's probably the Mafia. The refs working for the Mafia, bro.
Bro, it's been rigged since they gave that Defensive Player of the Year to Jordan, buddy. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, that's different.
No, it's not.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing.
It's not a different thing. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, we're excited for that game tonight. Starts in 27 minutes. It's the NBA, so it's not going to actually start till 7:45 because they always go late for some reason. I don't know why, but we're excited for that.
They have so many commercial breaks. It's unreal.
I'm also really excited for the Knicks, Knicks and Cavs. I mean, obviously, I don't think that series is going to be as exciting as the Spurs Thunder, but who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe that goes 7-2 and it's a great series. So, but yeah, we're excited for that. We're going to get ready. I'm about to go upstairs in my parents' house and get this thing ready to rock. So, but yeah, appreciate you guys for stopping by. Everyone for coming in, tuning in. If you came in live, appreciate it. If you're going to watch it later, we appreciate it. Got to do the giveaway.
Gotta get the orange, bro.
It's a coin flip. It's between Amish and Travis.
I'm gonna have ChatGPT.
Let's see who wins it.
All right, Travis won. You see, look. Travis Kite won, bro.
Travis wins all.
Okay, fine. You know what?
Best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Do it again. It's rigged like the NBA, bro.
Okay, it's Travis again. Oh my god. Okay, want me to do one more?
Yeah, do one more. Do one more. Best of 7. Did Travis again?
Yes.
Okay. Travis has a 3-0 lead. Amish, you can come back and win this 4 games in a row. 4 games in a row. Do it again.
All right.
Best of 7. Best of 7. Surely you don't get swept, right, Amish? Surely not. Oh, we could do a real coin flip.
Travis wins again, bro.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, ChatGPT is like on crack.
That's Travis in 4. Unfortunately, that's Travis in 4, guys. Travis, congratulations on another win.
Travis, you better take the money or I'm gonna give it to Amish. Travis, you better take the money this Friday, bro. I promise you, I'm gonna literally send it to Amish. Amish, I'm sorry, bro. ChatGPT.
That's crazy, man. That's wild. That is.
I didn't ask you that. I said just give me a giveaway. Travis or Amish, and it said Travis. I'm like, okay, there's no way.
4 times in a row, brother. 4 times in a row. Congrats, Travis. Be on the lookout. Trey will get you your money. But yeah, so appreciate you guys for stopping by. Go get your food ready. Whatever you got to do, get ready for this Thunder Spurs game. So we're excited. Thanks for stopping by. If you're going to watch later, we appreciate that as well. And if you have Jordan or if you have LeBron as the 9th best player in the history of the NBA, I'd love to hear your argument for that. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff.
For me, guys, don't have a goat yet. I got to watch my.
All right, guys, we're going to get out of here, man. We're just going to get out of here before I get angry. See y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy some good basketball. We'll talk to you next time. See ya.